This video focuses on the ACR Radiology Education Days in Pediatric Imaging, which were held March 25th to 26th, 2013 in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Let's hear from faculty, leaders, and participants in their words. ACR leaders stand in a vacant lot at Grace Children's Medical Center.
I was surprised, even being prepared, I was surprised at the extent of poverty, the number of people who are in desperate need of hope, and also the economic and political climate in Haiti. There's being so close to the United States and living in such poverty is a incredible experience just to observe.
Here you see tents outside the remnants of the Port-au-Prince Cathedral.
Folks here, they just love that, being able to get a basic understanding of ultrasound and how ultrasound can help them. We had an outstanding faculty. My hat's off to all of those who came and the people that organized the program did an outstanding job. The people here in Haiti that helped us as well, the folks with the ICC and the hospital, and really everybody helped to make it a great program.
Michelle Wilson, representing SDMS, demonstrates how to do a neonatal head ultrasound.
I did participate in the hands-on ultrasound courses in the afternoon. I think the attendees were very grateful for our efforts. I think they showed their gratitude in many ways. At one time in the program, it was time for lunch, and one of the speakers said, "Let's stop now because we've run out of time." And the audience said, "No, don't stop, keep talking." I think that says a great deal for how interested and dedicated they were.
Dr. Stein Wexler, representing the World Federation of Pediatric Imaging, presents on imaging of the premature infant during Haiti Radiology Education Days.
Our goals this year were pediatric imaging, and particularly pediatric imaging with ultrasound. We did give these individuals who attended our program some education with plain film, some education with CT as well. They had opportunities for hands-on scanning, which many participated in very enthusiastically.
This is the emergency room at St. Damian's Children's Hospital.
At first, because I work in pediatrics, it's really hard to interpret and everything. So I think it was good. A little short because we had a lot to learn in 2 days.
Dr. Jennifer Nicholas, during clinical case discussions. Dr. Nicholas is a pediatric radiologist from Lurie Children's Hospital in Chicago, Illinois.
Well, it was very nice, and since you had a lot of invitations very early, so we could have a lot of pediatricians to come here and join.
Dr. James Borgstead trains the director of the Haitian Pediatric Society on what to look for in an ultrasound image.
You want to play with the transducer? Yeah, here you go. There we go, there's the picture. Yeah.
Dr. Marthy Munden from the World Federation of Pediatric Imaging discusses a case during an afternoon clinical case discussion.
I was a little uncertain as to what their level of training was, and I can find that I am so impressed. There are a lot of fellowship trained people here that I didn't expect, but their anxiousness to learn and their attention has been absolutely incredible.
The faculty of the program sit down after the first day of the program to go over their experiences.
I think it's going well. We have to deal with some, changes in the schedule. Just have to kind of go with the flow. But I think the participants have been happy with the course so far, and they seem very involved and very excited with the information being presented.
I've been lucky enough to travel to similar places before, so I feel like our trip here has been very well organized. We did a good job reaching out to the appropriate group, so I think that we have a very high yield opportunity. We've also been able to balance that with traveling out to the community and doing kind of an informal needs assessment in terms of what type of radiology equipment and radiology education might be best utilized within the country.
A building destroyed during the January 2010 earthquake still stands on the grounds of the General Hospital in Port-au-Prince.
The infrastructure before and after the earthquake has been a challenge. I always equate trying to work in Haiti, trying to put your finger on a tomato seed that keeps moving. It's economic. There's the cultural barriers I think you overcome as you continue to be associated with the same people.
The Haiti Radiology Education Days program was held at the Visa Lodge in Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
I wasn't really sure what to expect because I wasn't quite sure what my audience was, which is something that always makes me a little bit nervous. And so I just assumed that I would be teaching a range of individuals in terms of their background knowledge. And it's been a very refreshing and very rewarding experience.
ACR leaders met with leaders of Grace Children's Hospital to go over designs for the new radiology department.
Meet people that I might be able to work with in the future, because as the residency director at UC Davis, we've been trying to do some outreach with residencies elsewhere, and so I was hoping that I'd be able to develop some relationships.
Where is the economic working? Donc, elle sollicite la participation active de l'assistance pour l'interprétation de ce fichier. Il s'agit d'une fillette de 10 ans avec histoire de toux et de fièvre. D'après vous, où se serait localisée l'anomalie?
Here are some program facts that came out of the conference. There were over 100 attendees. The conference featured 13 didactic lectures in pediatric imaging, 4 rotating ultrasound hands-on training sessions, small group clinical case discussions, and larger group interesting case discussions. There was overwhelming support for the program. The most common comment in the evaluations was it was too short. The leadership toured 4 hospitals in Port-au-Prince and met with the leadership of those facilities. The leadership also met with folks from the medical school and the Partners in Health facility in Mirable. Finally, the leadership met with the chief resident of the University Hospital. Follow-up efforts for continuing education are already underway. In addition to the ACR and its foundation, the ACR wishes to thank Grace Children's Hospital and International Child Care, the Society of Radiologists in Ultrasound, the Society for Pediatric Radiology, the Society of Diagnostic Medical Sonographers, Sonosite, and the World Federation of Pediatric Imaging. A special thank you to our faculty and staff who put on a tremendous program.